Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast show. And this is your DJ again with a brand new episode. I know guys, it's been like 3 to 4 months. I've never dropped any episode, but I'm trying to do it, and I got the time today to do it. And I want to give a small life update, but I hope so. Like the upcoming months, I have to try to be regular, and yeah, I use. For currently, like for a year, I'm just using this show basically only for my life updates, and which is like kind of I'm like, oh Damian, I think you should not be making people like being stressed, or should not make people thinking about like why Damian is doing like this. I'm like basically, but I don't have to think about you guys because I know you love me and I love you, but I'm going to remind you guys, I'm on social medias like Instagram and Instagram and Twitter. Podcast, I'm already doing a podcast. So I'm on Instagram and Twitter. So basically, you can follow me on that, and the links are given on the podcast show description. You're free to follow. And I'm going to try to put all the updates up there so that, I'm trying to schedule things up. And the first life update is, what happened? I just moved back to a different place. Not back, I moved to an entirely different place, which is called Kristiansand, which is a south part of Norway, which is located in south part of Norway. And it's a city, a beautiful, cozy, it's a beautiful city. And yeah, I was basically in Oslo, the capital city of the country, and I was working there for a couple of months, and I had to move back again here because I started my schooling basically. And yeah, my high school, when I say high school, everybody's like, people who know me, they go crazy because I'm like 22 and I'm going to high school, and that's kind of weird, but I don't feel that's weird because it's life. You're redoing your high school, and I'm literally like doing my high school but in a Western culture. So it's going to be like a very fun, and it's being very fun. It's been like 2 months I've been in the school, from August, and now it's October, so basically like it makes 2 months in another couple of days. And yeah, it's literally fun, and I'm having a very good time with all these students around me. They're all my friends now. Yeah, but it's kind of nice to get into a high school, and like I only think like I only used to see all these American British series on Netflix and everything about high school and everything, and when that really happens in your life, I was like, Damian, are you really going to high school? Are you really like doing all these things? That feels kind of like different. It hits different, but I enjoy because I'm getting an experience of like two different lives, like Indian high school life and Western culture, for example Norwegian high school life. So it's entirely different. The process is entirely different. I'm doing a course which is called International Baccalaureate. It's called IB, and it's one of the famous courses in the whole world. Everybody does it, and it's kind of cool. Like I'm like getting used to this system, everything around, like everything is English because it's international. So it's kind of easy for me because English is like quite fluent for me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good at it, but still I have to learn Norwegian, which is like very essential for me. And that's life update number 1, going to high school and move to a entirely different city. And yeah, that's one life update basically, because I didn't do anything big, but getting into everything new, getting new friends, like moving to a new house, like a new place where you have to feel that's your house. But yeah, everything is fine. I'm so happy that I'm living the best life I dreamt of. Basically, first I came into this country with no ideas. Like, it's been a year. August 2022 I came in, and it's been August 2023, and it's like October now already. And I only feel how I was I was like back 1 year ago. Like, how was my thinking, and whatever I do was entirely different, and now is entirely different. I see a very gradual up straight growth on everything. Because to be frank, like last year I was literally in a boarding school. Like, I had everything, like food, time to time you get food, you don't have to stress about anything, your studies are very less. And now it's like literally like entirely opposite. You have to study a lot. Now I moved into a new house, I got my own room, I'm paying rent for it, so I have to work and study and make my own food. Yeah, whatever I see in reels on Instagram is literally like hitting on my life, and I'm like, okay, Damian, this is reality, it's not real, this is real. So yeah, it's kind of hard, but but still, again, I feel it, this is important, and getting this kind of an experience and being independent on your own and doing decisions on your own, sometimes, guys, it really sucks, but it's good, because you get trained to it and you know what to do, basically. So you don't have to be like, okay, like, oh, I should not be getting stressed about things, because I just moved into the country when I was like 21, running 22, and it was kind of like an important time where I came in, taking life decisions on my own. For example, like going to school and work and everything is like not easy. Like, basically I have to be I have to be completed with high school, with university. But I'm redoing high schooling, and I'm like channelizing my entire life in a very different part. So it's kind of hard, to think about everything, being without your parent and looking into your life and seeing everybody's life in and around, like how they are. And yeah, now the way I see things are entirely different. People, like, when they say, like, I see things entirely different and all those things, sometimes I tell that, but I don't feel it. But now it's like, because I'm like thrown into a real life situation where you have to do everything on your own. So it makes like it's entirely different. I like, people, they say like you have to be in my shoes to experience it. Basically the same, like, you guys have to be in my shoe to experience it, because I'm in European culture, but still I'm not like towards a European culture. I'm like more Scandinavian, so it's like kind of different, and the culture, everything's interlinked. The culture, the food, the people, everything is linked. And basically I've traveled here in the country and out of the country, like Denmark and France. So, like, I've seen like all these different cultures also, and everything, like, it influences me basically, and my thinking also gets entirely different. I see things different, I view things different now, and yeah, this is kind of like a good thing which is happening right now. And it's not basically I'm like telling like, guys, you have to come out and be here and there. No, it's what I think, and it's what I feel to say basically right now. And the second thing, this episode literally marks like 100th episode. So this is like 100 episodes I've run. Like, this show started in 2020 April 15. Now it's like 2023 October 9. So it's been like like literally 3 years and running to fourth year. I'm so happy that you have been like supporting me through each and everything, like from the first series, from everything. I'm so thankful to every follower. Like, I don't even know you guys. Like, I know like people who listen to my show and who doesn't listen to my show. I don't care. But basically, everything is like I change the negative also into a positive aspect, and I look everything into a very positive aspect, so I don't have to think about anything. And everything, whatever people do, whatever people comment, whatever people say, everything is like a growth for me. So basically, I'm so happy that I'm doing this, and I'm like, I'm like not leaving like a entirely big gap, because like, I have to be like copying up with things around and everything. So yeah, so that's what I have to give like a break. I have to like, you have to like give spaces and give time to things to be in its way. And yeah, that's what I was doing basically. So yeah, this is what I wanted to say basically today. 100th episode, moving into a new entire direction. My entire life is totally it's totally different, like for real. I'm like, yeah, it's good, but you're gonna travel with me in this journey, so don't forget to follow me on all these platforms, all these Instagram and Twitter, everything. Follow my show. If you're a new person who's listening to my show for the first time, you can listen to it. I know it's going to be like entirely different. You can listen to my first episode. It's gonna be like kind of cringe, maybe, I don't know, but when I see that, it's like kind of cringe, but it's not kind of cringe, because it's basically like you are just learning how to do podcast and how to talk with people and how to communicate. Like podcast is like more about communication and everything. So that was a baby stage, like I was like literally communicating with every one of you, like through this show, and it gave me a lot of, this show is like, this is like a backbone for me, and this is an identity of me, like what I do. So basically, yeah, I love you guys. So see you in the next episode. I don't know when I'm going to drop it, but I'm giving you a disclaimer. I don't know when I'm going to drop it, but yes, see you in the next episode. Until then, DJ is signing off from this episode. Take care. Bye bye.